Ladies and gentlemen, a shed update, but a tad bit different. We're not going to go through kits that I recently purchased and are still going through. We're going to go talk about a little bit of built-up model kits. And the last video you should have seen, I'm going to flip it around here. It's the Galactica Battlestar Atlantis. I retired it to the shed, and I had models hanging from the ceiling at a local hobby town here in town, and they've been around a long time, and I wanted to kind of retire them to the shed. They just need to be retired, and if people want to hang from the ceiling, they need some new blood, not just me. So first up is the Polar Lights Katinga. I don't have the Kronos one, which I'd like to have it. Or I'd more like to have like the accessory pack go with it. But anyway, this is a gorgeous model. I don't know if you can see it. That's the Captain Cardboard one, and that's the D7. It's just a tad bit bigger than studio scale, but it's really close. Beautiful kit. I mean, it goes together really well. It's got a plus, I had to pull all this stuff. When I pulled they've been up there a long time in the ceiling, so there's a lot of dust on there. But I wanted a, say, motion picture-ish, I always wanted to be build the Klingon ship. That was the third one on the way, before Beeger hit it. But anyway, a gorgeous kit. It goes together really well. And it does have the electronics. And one thing I did on the Katinga here is I added magnets to the battery box and the door, so when you put it on, snaps on, snaps off. Now I did pull the back off here for reasons, make sure I put the magnets on, so sometimes you just forget. But anyway, it's been up there a long time. Whenever this kit came out, it's when I put the batteries in, and it still works. That's crazy. Them Duracell batteries are the ones that keep on going. The light kit does work. I do like to build and play light kits. I think they are a little high. I mean, you probably can do it a little cheaper, but they do work, they do their job, and it's one of those I would highly recommend getting the light kit for it, the one that you can buy for Polar Lights. It's a little high, but it is worth it. But anyway, that is a very fun model. It's just one of those and it goes together quick. Once you start, you're like, man, it fits, and then it just, you got it together, and then you're next thing you know, after you got it done, you're painting it. But anyway, that is the Polar Lights Katinga, and maybe down the road have to do another one. And I know everyone probably build, I don't want to build Kronos. If there's another ship that's kind of like Kronos, I might, but who knows. So there is the Polar Lights Katinga. And one kit that I built immediately when it came out, because I knew everyone will build the Enterprise. I do not build the Enterprise. I collect the Enterprise. I like to have all the ships named Enterprise, but I will not build it due to everyone else building it. I was like, man, there's more ships out there. They make different names for everything. But when the Polar Lights came out with the big Enterprise kit, I was like, I'm building the Constellation, and I am building the Doomsday Constellation that Desilu Studios built, how they built using the AMT kit. And I know everyone likes the more modern one with the more damage. I like the lesser damage on it. And this actually has a BHP, Bright Hair Productions, conversion kit. And it's actually all you had to do was cut out the panel line with a razor saw, and I made 3 pieces for the, or 3 pieces for the hole. And you just cut where the line is and glue them 3 resin pieces on, and it gave you some detail. And if you wanted to add to it, you know, you could. And I tried not to. I think, you know, they lit it on fire and, you know, held it just right so they could get the flame effects. You know, I tried to copy it the best I could, as you can see here and everything. The nacelles, I did add I did have a conversion kit that went with the saucer and the nacelles if you wanted to burn them out too. And of course the pylon strut there. Very simple. It's a small kit that I made for this. I also made it for the AMT, and I also made it for the 1/1000 scale one. I made 3 versions of the Constellation. Now this is old school Constellation, not the newer one. I know everyone likes to do the newer one, but a lot of people don't really do the old one. So my claim to fame, I did the old one out of this kit, and this kit is the first, I want to say Collector Club, the club one. That's the first one I did. I cut it up immediately when I got it. Now I didn't put the light kit in here because necessarily, you know, the Constellation didn't light, but I did add some I did do it where you probably could light it up down the road if you wanted to. And of course I went a little, I weathered it like the old Smithsonian before they you know, repainted it the right way. I like the weathered look, you know, and I figured since it got battle damage it had more weathered. But anyway, I did that also on the saucer. But if you can see the saucer, you might be able to see the silvering of the decals. Now when I painted this, I put future on here just on this part alone. I want to say a quarter of the bottle, and it still wants the silver. I still couldn't figure out. And I like future. Future does work well, but I'm more and more Ammo Mig, Vallejo. Their acrylic gloss, to me, is more shinier than the future, which I don't know why, but to me I have less silvering with those than I did with future. But other than that, it's held the test of time. A very, very fun model. Just like the Klingon ship was fun, this was an absolute fun thing to build. And I did not build the Enterprise. I built the Constellation, and that was just a very, very fun build. And I wanted to, sentimental values, wanted to, since I did do conversion kits for the Constellation for this, I also wanted to keep it for the shed. So a few built-ups do reside here in the shed. However, I don't know where to put it. Maybe we'll have to hang it from the ceiling and see what happens, or you know, find a place to put it on its resting home. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. Going through a couple of Star Trek builds that I pulled down from the ceiling, and then hopefully in the next couple of videos we'll start talking about get back to looking at kits, and then talking about studio scale models that I built many years ago. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.